Welcome to the podcast, everybody. There are many pieces to a person, and we are not just one dimensional. We carry DNA biologically that connects us to generations past. Now, you may have your mother's eyes or your father's hair. We also carry emotions like anger, pain, and confusion from trauma that we've been carrying around for years. And this trauma can manifest into things like migraines, anxiety, depression, and even suicide. When we're able to heal this trauma and recognize all of our pieces or parts and integrate them, the results can be transformative physically and emotionally. Tamala Floyd is a psychotherapist and author who is an expert in a model called internal family systems. And this system, combined with ancestral healing and wisdom, is described in her book, Listening When Parts Speak, a practical guide to healing with internal family systems therapy and ancestor wisdom. And I am fascinated by all of this. So I'm so happy she could join me today. Welcome, Tamala, to the podcast.
Thank you so much, Diane. I'm very happy to be here with you.
I'm excited to talk to you about this because I am really fascinated with family systems and family of origin study. And a couple of years ago, I read Eric Clapton's biography. I don't know if you ever read that, but he talks about working with this kind of family systems therapy and understanding and healing family wounds really led him to be able to heal from drug and alcohol addiction that had crippled him for years. But he really
Yes.
cites this therapy in his book. So I'm really interested in this. Now, I've heard of John Bradshaw and some other people, but I had never heard of internal family systems. So I was hoping you could share that with us to start.
Absolutely. So, internal family systems therapy is a therapy that sees us as not one dimensional, but as consisting of multiple parts. And these parts are the parts we are born with when we first come into the world. However, they are light and joyous and have all these positive energies around them until life happens, until some type of trauma happens. And then these parts take on roles that they were never meant to have. Like when you were just sharing from Eric Clapton's autobiography, those parts took on roles of drug use and alcohol use. But they do that in order to protect us from something that our parts see as more damaging than even the things that we're doing that others may see as harming us.
And you talk about that in the book that our parts have good intentions,
Mm-hmm.
that they want to help us and they want to protect
Yeah.
us, shield us from pain, and maybe
Yeah.
help us heal. So inadvertently, this damage is happening. They're
Absolutely. Yes. So if we, in my work, I primarily work with women who have a history of sexual abuse. So if from that sexual abuse, a woman has parts that feel shame, rejected, embarrassed, not good enough, then say there's a eating disorder, right? And so that part that causes bulimia or anorexia, that part is protecting that woman from that shame, that rejection, that pain. So although it can be doing some harm to her too, its positive intention is, I don't want you to feel that rejection.